All right. Hey, everybody. It's Dina with the Rhode Island Wave and the Spotlight interview series here again, live from the Coesit Inn in West Warwick, Rhode Island. And I have a special guest for us today. He is the 2025 winner of the Milken Award, which goes to teachers who are special in their special for according to their students and the Milken people. We'll find out more about that in a minute. His name is Kyle Spaltholz. Kyle, did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
I
right.
get called a lot of things at school.
I tried to practice that a little bit.
It's a mouthful.
Yes, but it's a perfectly wonderful name. So Kyle, you are the counselor at the Portsmouth Middle School.
Yes, I'm the school counselor for grades 7 and 8. We're a 5 through 8 middle school, so there's another counselor that I work with.
That's wonderful. Now, how did you end up there? Was that always your trajectory? Where were you headed?
Oh my gosh, it's a journey before destination. I was a graduate of URI in 2011 with my bachelor in secondary education with middle school endorsement, and I found through student teaching that I loved middle school. I mean, if you talk to any middle school teacher that loves it, it's just the sass and the hormones, and such a good time of the year to meet with kids and really make that lasting change in the moment. It's a lot of big things that happen during that time physiologically, but also socially. So I was a middle school English teacher for quite a few years. I did 6th grade, I did 7th grade. And then I took a position as an instructional coach. So I was working with all the teachers in the building. So I got to move just like out of my classroom and affect the whole building. I led district-wide initiatives. And, I really realized while getting my master's that I loved the kids and I missed them because I worked with a lot of adults and I still got to work with the kids, but I wanted to go back to helping them. So I got my master's in school counseling at Providence College, and this is my first year as a school counselor, but the kids and the staff, they all know me. I've been there for over 11 years now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I've never quite thought of middle school as the sass and the hormone. Well, I'll be keeping that in mind.
Yeah.
Forget, kids have, just growing up in a human body is not the easiest thing in the world. So tell me about this Milken Award. How did they decide? Like, did your students put in for this?
Oh my gosh. So, there's a whole hustle and bustle of the day, and I was dragged around a lot. Like, look at this camera, say, take this picture, and it was a lot. And they told me a lot of things. And then at the end, they were like, "So what do you want to know? Like, do you have any questions?" I said, "Yeah. Like, how did you find me?"
Right.
Because from what I gathered, no one puts in for it. They don't. You can't apply to have it done. It's just they find you, and there's a criteria that they follow, and it's all very confidential. So I'm not even sure the whole process, but they are very thorough in their search. There's only 30 winners in the nation this year.
That's wonderful. But I know that they're very they're slick the day of it. You don't know it's coming.
Oh, absolutely not. No,
And
they lied to us. They said that it was, well, they didn't lie. That's not true. They told us that it was about our PBIS system. Our coordinators of student life, there's one for 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Ryan Marsland, he's my partner in crime. They lead the positive behavioral intervention and support system. They said that it was about that because we had gotten a bronze award for it. And, it was kind of a big to-do with the news network cameras and everything. And we're like, it's kind of a big deal for a bronze award, but okay, And it was a big surprise when they turned the presentation to be something else.
That's wonderful. Now, the other, some of the faculty and the students knew what was coming.
No,
really,
knew.
Nobody knew.
No, not even my principal, Dr. Masters.
Oh, they're slick.
Yeah, there was only like maybe 1 or 2 people that actually knew what was going on, and everyone else was just along for the ride.
That's wonderful. So tell us about some of your statewide initiatives, because that must be how they got your attention.
Yeah. So as a school counselor, we're working towards the RAMP program, which is a recognized ASCA model program. It's a curriculum for school counseling, and it's a rigorous process that you have to go through to be recognized on a national level for your achievements. So I've been helping lead that, not only in my building, but in the whole district. And it's a new thing, and it's difficult, but we're working through it. So as a school counselor, that's what I've been doing. But then we also have this system, it's called MTSS, which stands for multi-tiered system of support, and it's helping kids both academically and behaviorally. So there's a lot of moving components to that, but it's really what's best for kids and bringing what they need in the moment at whatever level it is, whether it's like tier 1, which is every student gets it, or tier 2, where it's like a small group, or tier 3, which is like one-on-one, like specific targeted intervention. So working on that at a building level, but also like on a district level to make sure we're meeting the needs of all of our students.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So somebody's got to help these kids get through.
Yeah.
If you don't get through middle school, you can't get through high school.
No, middle school is traditionally the most challenging year. 7th grade, for some reason, it's just like a lot of people remember it. And I always tell my teachers, when I was coaching them, and also the students and the parents, like 7th grade, like it's just, you'll have memories of 7th grade, but you're not going to remember the specific English lesson or that specific math class. No, but you'll remember the feelings and the things that what carried you through those times, because it's a big time for change. And, I always tell the kids, like, my goal is to help make this your best year. When I was a 7th grade teacher, I'd always tell them that, like, English is going to be hard and this is going to be a challenging year, but I wanted to make it your best year if I can.
That's so great. So what is that age group for 7th grade?
So it would be between like 12 and 13.
12 and 13. Oh, yeah. Well, there you have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That kind of says it all, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you stick a whole bunch of 12 and 13-year-olds in a building together.
All developing at different rates and, different backgrounds and family systems, and gets wild.
And you love it. Thank God for people like you.
Every day's different, and I love it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell me, what does a typical day in Kyle's life look like?
Oh my, a typical day. So every day is different, but usually there's a lot of meeting with kids one-on-one to support them during the day. And I also teach classroom lessons. Sometimes, like right now, I'm running small groups on study skills and organization skills, and then also how to communicate with teachers, because, in middle school, we have a lot of big feelings, and kids are struggling with, I'm not quite a kid anymore, but I'm not quite an adult, and I want the respect of the adults, but I'm also like, I don't have the responsibilities of an adult. So it's complicated. So I'm working on a lesson with some kids about that. I also run a lot of after-school clubs. So one of the clubs that I run is Minecraft Club. Oh, it's a really fun. We do educational edition, and they learn coding, but also it's a lot of social emotional time. Like, especially out of COVID, kids didn't get a chance to socialize in person. There's a lot of screen time, kind of like what we all went through with Zoom and social distancing. But now that we're able to come back together, I wanted to bring the kids together, and they love video games, but we can do it in an educational way and also do it in person. It's different when you're sitting next to somebody working on, whatever they're building, and then communicating directly rather than over the internet,
That's wonderful. I can see why you got the award. Yeah, well, because, it's nice to, I know there's a lot of teachers out there and they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see someone go in a little extra to make sure, these kids are understood, and we know, like, they need a little extra.
Yeah. Kids are, they're fighting for so much right now. Like, kids are going through a lot, and if you think about different generations and what everyone's been through, everyone's got their own thing that they've gone through, and these kids have been going through a lot, and I just want to help not only protect them, but give them the skills to, survive in this world and learn how to cope and communicate and have those skills to go into their career, whatever that is, if they're going to college or straight into the workforce, with the skills needed to, be successsill.
That's wonderful. So besides Minecraft, what are some of the other after-school clubs?
Oh my God. Yeah, I've done so many. Okay. So I also do, so there's this program that I led called Anchored for Life. It's a military-based program that's funded. We started it a few years ago. And it's essentially a student leadership group, but they work through the school to help kids who are going through big transitions. So we have a big military population every year that comes in and out in Portsmouth. And while they do help with those kids, it's really any kids. So when we have the student come in midway through the year, they're there to welcome them, give them a tour, connect them with a friend. They do student-led groups. So while I'm teaching lessons on communication with peers, maybe they just want to talk with another peer in a private environment where it's like, let's talk this through and figure out how to, deal with these kind of big issues. So it's like student leaders, and that we run initiatives to support the community. So, fundraisers and things like that. So it's a big thing that we've been running. And I started that a few years ago, brought it from the elementary schools to the middle school. It's a K to 12 program. So our goal is to bring it to the high school at some point.
I mean, that's wonderful. I mean, I kind of, my think back head is going at, I don't remember having programs like that
No.
in school when I was young.
Yeah, the needs are a lot different now than they were. There's some may say, well, parents, need to do a lot more, and that's so true, and that's why we're here to help. As a school counselor, my job is to make sure that it's not just the students, but the teachers and the parents and the whole community is doing well and being successful. So this is one of those things that can help.
You're like having Mr. Rogers, only right there in person. We had Mr. Rogers when I was a kid, but he was, far away, and then he was in fantasy league.
Yeah, I mean, but he taught really great lessons.
He did, he was all about their becoming emotionally stable. I didn't realize that what he was trying to teach us back then, but in hindsight, I can see where it was helpful. But I can't imagine actually having somebody right there in person who actually seems to care and wants to help kids.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting compared to Mr. Rogers.
Yes, I'm comparing you to Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying what I'm doing and the work I'm doing, and I'm looking forward to keeping up with that and whatever new things come my way. It's a new adventure every day.
That's
so you
wonderful.
You can plan out the whole day, and you never know what's going to happen.
Now, you've always been in Rhode Island?
Yes, so I grew up in Richmond, Rhode Island. I would have gone to the Charahoe district, but in third grade, I went to Monsignor Clark and graduated from Prout in 2006.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. A nice situation there.
Yeah.
And so now now Prout, where is that? That's
Prout's in Wakefield.
in Wakefield.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a little bit further away.
Yep.
So, but Portsmouth is a very nice section of the state to be in.
Yeah, so now I live in Bristol, Rhode Island, so it's a little shorter of a commute. Although the kids joke that the Mount Hope Bridge is so scary they'll never cross it. So, but I enjoy the ride. I get to drive over the bridge every morning and see the sunrise, and it's wonderful. So I just love Rhode Island and the community here. It's just I've traveled around the United States and in Europe and things like that. But I think there's something special about Rhode Island.
No, I agree.
Just can't find anywhere else.
I agree, absolutely. Now, were the kids excited for you when you won your award?
Oh my God, yeah, they were beside themselves. I mean, I was sitting there going, "Oh no, someone's gonna have to go up there and accept this reward. I wonder who it's gonna be." And I'm walking through all the staff, because I worked with all those staff and helped them. And then when they said my name, all those kids knew who I was. It wasn't they were a fifth grader and they hadn't seen me before. It was really impressive. And, they're chanting my name, and it's overwhelming. It was talking.
Oh, that's exciting.
I can't
that's exciting. And of course, it does come with a little bit of a monetary award, which I'm sure you have, is all earmarked.
I mean, yeah, so they're like, okay, you have now $25,000 to do whatever you want with. We're just trying to give you something as I have no idea what to do with it. I still haven't, processed the fact that I got this award at all. It was a huge surprise. So.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it'll make a nice down payment on something.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a video somewhere of me calling my mom saying, I got the order. She's like, oh, well, you have those student loans that, but yeah, I'm really,
Probably ask three people, a pragmatic person who's going to tell you to pay off your student loans, a crazy person who's going to tell you to do something wild with it, and then maybe somebody in the middle who'll find a little balance, because, you can't use the whole thing for student loans.
I know, and they'll always be there, unfortunately. So
Yeah, unfortunately. But
find something fun to do for sure. Something will.
Well, congratulations. I don't think they could have picked a better candidate. Although they do this every year, so if you're a teacher out there, you never know. You're doing good work, and the people over at Milken are noticing, and you could be next. We had someone, I think from Cranston a couple years ago came on. She had won the award out of Cranston.
Oh.
And now you're getting it out of Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And we'll see who's next. Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.